Good evening, everyone. As the superintendent of the Carver Public Schools, it is with pride that I welcome the entire Carver community to our groundbreaking ceremony for the new Carver Elementary School. Today we gather where the school will soon stand. This building will be the home to tens of thousands of students over the next 50 years. The possibilities represented by those students are infinite. Those students will become doctors and nurses, judges and lawyers, policemen and firemen, scientists and inventors, writers and journalists, teachers and coaches, leaders and philanthropists, parents and grandparents. More importantly, they will become the backbone of the Carver community and of our nation. Benjamin Franklin said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best dividends." The foundation of every community is the education of its youth. I'd like to thank the Carver community for their investment in our students' futures. It will certainly pay great dividends. For strengthening the community's foundation through the support of our schools, and for the continued development of Carver pride through the support of capital improvements throughout our town. I hope that I'm still here in 50 years to see what's been accomplished by the students who attend this school. They will do things that we cannot imagine. They will carry on the great work started by others, and we will all be grateful for their work. At this time, the elementary school chorus, led by Miss Chiokas and Miss McLaughlin, will now lead us in the national anthem.
Hey, you're not allowed to do
At this time, please welcome the Carver Arrow of Light Cub Scouts to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before I turn it over to Chris Allis from the MSBA, I'd like to introduce and recognize several people who have and will be intimately involved in the project that we're beginning today. First, our speakers on the stage. Chairman of the School Building Committee, Dick Ward. Former Superintendent of the Carver Public Schools, Elizabeth Sorrell. Carver Town Administrator, Michael Milanowski. A third grade student, Kira Bradford. Principal of Carver Elementary School, Ruby Maestas. And Chris Alice from the MSBA, the Massachusetts State Building Authority. Also with us today as honors guests are Chad Crittenden, Chris Carroll, and Walter Hartley from PMA, our project managers. They're in the crowd somewhere. Matt LaRue from HMFH. I believe Matt is here, I think. The members of the Carver Building Committee who've not already been introduced: Heather Sepulveda, Sarah Stearns, James O'Brien, Andrew Salavota, John Della Pascoli, John Cotter, Dan Ryan, and Kelly Yanulovich. Representatives from our general contractor CTA, Lyle Coughlin and Matt Kane. School committee members, Gina Hanlon-Kavicki, Paula Kibbe, and Andrew Cottarelli. Members of the Carver Board of Selectmen, Chairman Ron Clark, Alan Dunham, Sarah Hewins, Helen Maroney, and Dave Robertson. Carver State Senator Mark Pacheco. And Carver State Representative Susan Gifford. Finally, I'd like to thank all the former members of the school committee, members of previous building committees, and former members of the Board of Selectmen who've worked hard to see this project become a reality. The reality is we've been working towards the building of this new school for 10 years, and many citizens in Carver have played a role that's led us to be here today. So I'd like to thank all of those people. At this time, please welcome Chris Alice from the Massachusetts State Building Authority.
Thank you. Good afternoon. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg and our Executive Director, Jack McCarthy, and my colleagues at the Mass School Building Authority, I'd like to thank you all for the invite down here this afternoon. This is always very exciting for us. We don't like to miss these. We're proud to be partnering with the town of Carver on bringing this project to fruition, not only for the students of today, but for future generations to come. I'd also like to thank the local leaders for their efforts and determination in making this project a reality. Specifically, Liz Sorrell, Superintendent Neef, Mike Milanowski, Ruby Maestas, Dick Ward, and the entire school building committee. I'd like to thank you for all of your time and hard work that's gone into this planning of the project. We sat down 2 years ago for this building project, and we did a lot of work, and I thank you for all your time and efforts. And Dick, those cranberries will go to good use, trust me. A special thanks to PMA, your owner's project manager, and HMFH Architects for designing a great building and keeping the project on track. And as your MSBA project manager, I look forward to working with the project team throughout construction, and I wish you great success. Thank you.
At this time, please welcome a man whose life has been dedicated to serving the community of Carver. Over the past 50 years, he's been a teacher, a coach, a community activist, a cranberry grower, a member of the Board of Selectmen, and currently the chairman of our school building committee, Dick Ward.
Yahoo! I'm going to ask the kids a couple of questions. So you got to answer for me, all right? Do we need a new school? Did we vote a new school? And we're getting a new school, right? Okay, wow. I'm sorry, you know, I look around and all my friends and family, I got a couple, my wife should be here somewhere, and all the young people and the scouts, and it's just awesome to be able to see you all here at, you know, this important step. It's just, it blows my mind that 10 years ago or about then, I started running for a selectman, and my big hopes we were going to get a new school. Well, we turned it down 3 times, but for various reasons and financial and working, trying to figure the whole thing out. But this past 2 years, we, all of you, and we put it together, and the community supported us in a really strong way. And so it's really a proud moment for us all. Just think the way our community is going. You drive from Plimpton down, you're going to go by a new school, a new fire station, a nice library, nice town hall. We're going to go forward with a police station. We put CPA money into the Legion Hall. That's a beautiful building. We have a beautiful little town that you can drive through and you can be proud of. I am. And so it would be very difficult for me to thank everybody that has helped, because it's just huge, and it does go right through, as Scott really did the right names and things, and there are others. But anyway, I just want to be here and say to our community, thank you. We're going forward.
Thanks, Dick. At this time, again, welcome to Carver Elementary School, led by Ms. Chiokas and Ms. McLaughlin. Thank you very much to the elementary school chorus. At this time, please welcome a person who dedicated 10 years of her career in Carver to seeing this building come to fruition. Former Superintendent of Schools, Elizabeth Sorrell.
Thank you. It is inspiring to be here this afternoon to celebrate this groundbreaking for the new Carver Elementary School. Thank you for inviting me. When I think about the journey that brought us to this milestone, one word comes to mind: hope. So many people have invested so much in bringing this building to reality. Former Superintendent Dr. Patty Grenier began the process with a space needs study of all the schools in Carver in 2004. She said of the Governor John Carver in the Irwin K. Washburn buildings, the buildings are getting in the way of the learning. From that time in 2004 until now, the school committees, boards of selectmen, building committees, parents, administrators, residents, and the teachers and children of Carver work diligently to make the hope of a new school an ongoing goal to meet the needs of educating the children in Carver. Along this 12-year journey, all of you displayed optimism in the work to plan for a new school. Simultaneously, the teachers and administrators overcame many obstacles in the delivery of the education plan in these existing buildings. Our investment of 12 years in the literacy and math response to intervention program has played a significant role in the design of our new building. Two important milestones were accomplished. One, the Carver Elementary School partnered with the Hill for Literacy and the AD Makepeace Company to become a demonstration site for best practices in literacy and math education. The Hill recent annual report features the success of Carver Elementary School. Over 70 school districts have observed our excellent teachers and capable students using these practices. More than one school district visitor remarked on the fact that we were able to do this in the most challenging barriers to learning: classrooms without walls, teachers teaching in hallways, in the library, on the stage, and even in a stairway. Without the hard work of the teachers, the administration, and the children, our success and continued hope and optimism for the best education for the students would not have been realized. Two, the Massachusetts School Building Authority recently chose the Carver Elementary School Education Plan as a model and features it on their website. We have a lot to be proud of. The second thing is perseverance. Many people standing here today did not give up. They had hope, they had optimism, and they had perseverance. They persevered in working hundreds of hours to make the plan, thousands of hours in the building committee and school committee and board of selectmen's meetings to make this a reality. The teachers persevered, the parents persevered, the entire town persevered. And I would like to thank Dave Siedentoff and his custodial staff because they persevered in keeping these buildings going under the most adverse circumstances. And finally, energy. Hope, optimism, perseverance, and energy. This site will become a hub of energy. There will be so many things going on, and you will have to need the patience to make last-minute changes to drop-off and pickups for construction deliveries. The traffic on 58 will change its course many times to allow for this. And the children and the faculty will have to have patience, hope, and energy to get this building to reality. So for all of the hope, all of the optimism, all the perseverance, and all of the energy, congratulations to a job well done. You have a fantastic leader in your new superintendent, Scott Neef, to lead you through the next 2 years. Thank you.
Please welcome elementary school principal Ruby Maestas. I was going to give us a little bit of a view of what the school might look like on the inside. So please welcome to Ruby.
Thank you, Mr. Neef, and good evening, everyone. We're finally here. We have arrived at the day where we are now beginning for a new school. I can't tell you how excited I am for construction to begin, but I'm even more excited for the children and the staff who will benefit from the new state-of-the-art elementary school. So over the next 22 months approximately, we will watch as this new facility is built before our very eyes. Each grade level of our new school will include a learning commons where students can work, learn together in collaborative groups, They will have opportunities to build, create, and work with hands-on projects in a designed location to prominently display their hard work. This school will boast a pair of beautiful art classrooms with a kiln in the center of both. There will be 2 state-of-the-art music classrooms for chorus and instrumental music, a new gymnasium with a wood floor court. Each classroom will have controlled temperature, and there will be high ceilings, windows, wall color combinations, taking advantage of natural light. We will have a multi-purpose room, small group rooms, and even a story room on the 2nd floor near our book collection. I'm extremely pleased that our teachers will have a facility that will now match the momentum that they have every single day to teach the children of our community. We all know that our children are our future, and as John F. Kennedy Jr. once said, man is still the most extraordinary computer of them all. So to Mr. Ward, Chairman of the Building Committee, members of the Building Committee, Ms. Hanlon Kavicki, Chairwoman, members of the School Committee, past Superintendent Ms. Sorrell, Superintendent Mr. Neef, Mr. Milanowski, none of this would be possible without your unyielding commitment and dedication to education. There are so many other individuals to thank as I look out, every single one of you, so many folks that aren't here with us tonight, they couldn't be here. But none are more important than the Carver families and community who have made education a priority. This event this evening and the new Carver Elementary School is only made possible thanks to the generosity and the commitment of so many of you. So to everyone here this evening, on behalf of the staff of the Carver Elementary School, we thank you so much for all that you have done and for coming tonight. Thank you.
So, no offense to any of our other speakers this evening, including myself, but this is the speaker who I'm most looking forward to hear from today. That is Kira Bradford. Kira, as a 3rd grader in the current elementary school, will be in the 5th grade when the building opens. So she'll be part of the 5th grade class that walks into school in the end of August to christen the building. So Kira, we're glad to have you here and to have you share some thoughts with us about moving into the new school. Please welcome Kira Bradford.
We are very excited about our new school for many reasons. Although we won't be in unit the fall of 2018, there are so many things to look forward to. There will be common areas where we can work with other students on projects and presentations. For the first time ever, we will have lockers to store all of our school supplies and materials in. We are most excited about our running around and playing in our new gym on the playground. We will be 5th graders when the new school is ready, so we will only have 1 year in the new school. The really great news is that this new school will be here for Carver students to enjoy for many years to come.
And please welcome Town Administrator Michael Milanowski.
Well, I have to say that was a wonderful speech, and I'm not sure I can top that. I'm not even going to try. 2.5 years ago, the Board of Selectmen created 5 goals and objectives for 2014. One of those 5 goals was to focus on the elementary school project in a cost-effective manner, to secure town support. The Board of Selectmen spearheaded this priority after the town chose not to fund a renovation project that would have taken 3 years to build and cost $67 million. That renovation project lost by 400 votes in 2009, again by 113 votes in 2010, and finally lost by 31 votes in 2011. This was not acceptable to the Board of Selectmen. They wanted a new elementary school to be replaced, our existing one that had exceeded its design and useful life. They wanted the community to be proud and enthusiastically endorse the decision for our new school rather than just getting slightly over 50% of the vote. The Board of Selectmen then directed its staff to learn why it failed 3 times, resolve those issues, and move forward in a transparent fashion to earn the public trust for supporting a new school. A year ago, the town did just that. Approved the funding for a project with an additional 1,200 votes. Almost 80% of the votes cast for this project were in favor of that. The voters endorsed this new project, given the hard work of the school building committee. If I could just have all the school building committee raise your hands. Congratulations. Congratulations to the committee. How did we get here? We did it with an exceptional and diverse group of volunteers made up of all parts of the community. We did it through collaboration and what was in the best interest of the entire community. We did it through transparency, only using the so-called total cost or all-in cost. There were no hidden costs in our analysis. We put it all on the table for everyone to see. Again, members, thank you very much for that. You were the ones that delivered this project. Oh, wait a minute. We had an ace in the hole leading us, Dick Ward. As you heard, Dick came out of retirement to run for selectman, his second time around. Not many people come back to that job for a second time, particularly a few decades later. But his objective was to build this school. Without him, this journey may have had a different result. Thank you, Dick. You know, when you really look at what this school building committee did, given today's national and world events, I truly think the Carver School Building Committee could solve world peace if Congress would task them to do it. They can do anything. Now for the exciting news, at least for me, as I'm charged with managing the financing and balancing the town budget, and hopefully you will be as excited as well since you pay the taxes. Our construction bids were extremely competitive. All the bids came in under the budget estimates, resulting in a 5% cost savings, at least a 5% cost savings. Now keep in mind, this is on top of the savings from the reallocation of the proceeds from one of our large solar projects approved by the Board of Selectmen that added an additional 6% savings. And the additional 10% savings resulting in the town's great bond rating. Bond rating is basically your credit score for a municipality. These combined are significant and unprecedented. When we finally realize the project costs later this fall, which will take place by mid-November, we will be in excess of 20% lower than what the voters approved a year ago at town meeting, which the average cost was $359 per average family home in Carver. Again, a 20% reduction in that, and we think that's even going to go higher. And that was done through all the hard work of the committee and all the people involved in this project. In closing, the Board of Selectmen heard the voters loud and clear after 3 times in the voters' box. The Board of Selectmen restructured the process to be diverse and inclusive. The Board of Selectmen made sure you're getting the best value in long-term durability for a building that meets the education program designed for Carver and by the Carver School District. Here we are today at your groundbreaking, starting a new chapter in Carver. Congratulations and thank you.
So at this time, I invite the members of the school committee and the members of the school building committee to join our speakers on the stage and to come and grab a shovel for the official groundbreaking. We haven't practiced this, so we'll see what it looks like. So, just to give us some sort of official ending, I would like to thank everyone for being here this evening to celebrate the Carver community and celebrate our new school. It's going to be exciting to watch this building take shape over the next couple of years. When I was the principal at Carver Middle High School, I kind of developed the tagline of saying, or ending all my speeches with the statement of, "It's with pride that I serve as the principal of Carver Middle High School." Many of you have heard that before at one time or another if you've heard me speak. And I've obviously carried that over to the superintendency. This is an outstanding community to work with. That pride, and why I have that pride in this school, but not even really school, this community, is evident here this evening. So I'll finish by saying it's with pride that I serve as the superintendent of the Carver schools. Thank you all for being here. We have refreshments available in the cafeteria, and everyone's welcome to join us for some refreshments and as a celebration. Thank you very much.